Well, thanks for staying with us. And Carrie, and as all of you know, we're accelerating now some pretty phenomenal growth in our school district. And one of the more higher concentration of growth is happening along that Westlake corridor, Westlake Houston Parkway. So we are getting ready to break ground not only on a new elementary school, but a pretty exciting new middle school in the Groves, a phenomenal new development along Westlake Houston Parkway. We have with us to talk about our new middle school, our school board president, Mr. Robert Sitton. Robert, it's good to see you again.
Glad to be here.
We appreciate it. Yeah. Dr. Roger Brown, and Roger is our assistant superintendent for support services. So Roger, among many, many other things, oversees all of the new construction in our district. And Roger, welcome to you.
Well, thank you. It's good to be here.
Most importantly, we have Nicole Zimmerman. And Nicole is with the Groves, works at the Groves. And Nicole, thank you for being with us. And thank you for having us join the Groves.
Well, we're excited to be part of this phenomenal growth.
Well, awesome, and welcome to our community. So, Robert, let me start with you.
All right.
I use the word exciting in relation to Middle School 9. I know personally how excited you are about that new middle school number 9. So, talk to us a little bit about what is it about Middle School 9 that's causing you to be excited?
I'll tell you, about 4 years ago, I had the opportunity to visit a new middle school that was built in Cy-Fair. And I think that about 6 months later, several of our principals, middle school principals, got to go visit it as well. And it's an open concept type school. And so when we hired Joyner Architects, it was an idea that how can we take what we've done well with Wood Creek Middle School and incorporate some of this open concept idea that they have at Sawyer's Middle School out in Cy-Fair? And I tell you, they knocked the ball out of the ballpark. I mean, it's incredible. The academic wing will be stacked, so it lowers the footprint, the overall footprint of the building, concrete-wise. So you'll have 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade stacked with lots of windows, lots of open air, lots of common workspace. And on our high schools, with the way we've done the families, we have large group learning centers. This facility will have one of those on each level of the academic center. On the career and technology front, we took what was working at Wood Creek and expanded upon that on something that they thought was really important. So not just having the shop area, but also classroom instruction area as well. I tell you, when this school is built, I think everyone in the district is going to look at it and say, wow. And the good part about it is, and I don't know if I'd say it on air, but I'm going to anyway. I'll ask.
That's right.
But so basically what we did, though, we were able to build basically a new school, and our architects are doing it at a rebuild cost. So we're saving the taxpayers quite a bit of money from the architectural standpoint because they were able to utilize that Wood Creek design and then just modify and then do the stacking on the academic wing. I mean, it is going to be phenomenal.
Well, and the way you describe it, I mean, it really is a 21st century school. It's going to be awesome.
It sounds amazing. Can't wait to see it. So Dr. Brown, you obviously have a lot on your plate, especially with the new school being built. Robert gave us a little bit of background on what it's going to look like. I'm excited that it's going to be stacked, but can we get some more of the nitty-gritty, like when's it going to open? How many students are you anticipating to house?
Well, we've been working with Joyner Architects, and so we will go out for bid shortly after the first of the year, and we hope to be turning dirt around April.
Wow.
And so it's about a 24-month process.
Okay.
And so the plan is for us to be completed with the middle school facility in April of 2018. You always have a little bit of flexibility in there with construction because so many elements of construction are impacted by things outside us, such as weather.
That's right.
And so, but that's the goal, is to have it completed by April of 2018 and have students in there about 1,050 to 1,100 students be
Wow.
housed in there.
So will this be the biggest middle school we have on campus?
No, that's pretty close to what
Average?
we've
Okay.
been building. Mhm.
Okay.
Yes. And so we'll have those students in there August of 2018.
So exciting.
Yeah, it's going to be, as Mr. Sitton said, it's going to be a beautiful facility and really based upon the concept of 21st century learning, which is really exciting.
Wow.
Well, we are thrilled, Nicole, to become a part of the Groves Middle School and a new elementary school. Tell us a little bit about the Groves. I mean, we think it's pretty phenomenal, but educate all of our viewers.
Well, I will say that I also think it's pretty phenomenal. We are just shy of 1,000 acres. Upon completion will be 2,200 homes, all single family. We're obviously pushing into the development right now, fairly new. We opened to the public in April, so we've got 150 homes on the ground right now. But looking forward to continually ramping up on the momentum. Obviously, we've had great feedback by being home to future school sites. Just very excited.
Well, great.
to have you guys
And you
there.
know, Cole, we are realizing some children already.
That's right. That's right. Well, real quick, Robert, you're also serve on the board of the Chamber of Commerce, the Houston Chamber of Commerce. Phenomenal growth in the area. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, you know, and I kind of call it the Golden Triangle. You know, it's Westlake Houston Parkway, the Beltway, and the Atascocita Road. That's where the vast majority is growing. You know, back a month ago in November, we partnered with the Groves and with Generation Park to do their branding luncheon, and they're branding that area from Generation Park down to the Groves, the Westlake corridor. Or just the Westlake, you know. So it's really kind of branding that section of growth. Right now we have, we have three elementary schools, a middle school, a high school. We're building 2 more schools. We've got property for high school 7 in that corridor. We have property for another elementary school in that corridor. I mean, it is just phenomenal what's happening between Lakeshore and Summerwood. And we're going to be a big part of it. And thanks to partners like the Groves and the other subdivisions, we look forward to business thriving, residences thriving, the school district thriving, churches thriving. It's just another piece of the puzzle that's making our community the choice community for the greater Houston area.
Well said, Robert.
Yeah,
well said.
absolutely.
And I'm really sorry they're waving us on. I hate when he does that. But you're absolutely right. You know, we are already, I don't know that everyone's aware of this, but we are the best large school district in the state of Texas.
I've heard that. I've heard that somewhere.
But with the Groves coming into our community and all of the growth and well described, that golden triangle, the best is only going to get better. And so, Nicole, thank you very, very much.
Thank you guys.
We're going to want to
Love being a
have you.
part of it.
Well, you're very welcome. We're going to want to have you back when we open the doors of that new campus. It's going to be phenomenal. Roger, thank you.
You bet. Thank you.
And Robert, good to see you again.
It's great to be back.
All righty. And stay with Carrie and I. We'll be right back.